Hey everyone, it's Vanessa
and Kaitlyn,
and tonight we're going to talk about
pineapples.
We're going to be slicing up a pineapple today, but first Kaitlyn is going to talk to you about how to choose one. So we almost went live from the grocery store the other day. How fun would have that been, right? So go ahead, Kaitlyn. Tell them how you picked one. Whoop,
I picked this pineapple knowing that it should be slightly soft, like it shouldn't be too firm, and it had a really sweet pineapple smell to it.
Where do you smell it at?
Like the bottom. The bottom has the nice smell to it. And then you have to make sure that the tips are not yellow or brown, because that means it's not as good as the other ones.
So that's how you're going to be picking them. So when you're at the store, just do like a little bit of a sniff taste test. Sniff test, not taste test. That might be weird. You can also check the leaves too and the little things. Make sure that it's not like crumply or weird or wilting or anything like that. You want to make sure that it looks nice and healthy, and you can even do a photo op while you're there. So, right? Who doesn't do that at the grocery store? So here's what we're going to do. Kaitlyn's going to start getting ready to slice this for you. What are you going to start?
You're supposed to take off the top and a little bit of the bottom and make sure that it's even. And then you can just get out the insides. And I'll be doing that with this.
Do you want me to cut it for you?
Yep.
Okay, so we're going to slice these off. All of my big knives are in the car. It's a weird place for them, right? So I'm just going to cut off the top and the bottom. Like Kaitlyn said, we want to have a nice level area to be working here. So let me just saw this off, and it smells amazing. So are we going to use all of the pineapple today, Kaitlyn?
Pretty much so, all of it except for the crown.
What could we do with this other than maybe wear it and look fancy and fashionable?
I mean, in some places you could probably plant it and it'll grow another pineapple, well, a pineapple bush. Pineapples don't grow in trees like some people think they do. They actually grow in like little bushes, and then a few pineapples pop up on them.
Did you know? I thought they grew on trees. Apparently they're just like palm trees or coconut trees. Pineapples grow on the ground. How many different kinds are there? Because I was a little surprised about this too. Oh, you want to do this?
Okay. So there's, I believe it's like over 100 species. I don't know.
There's like over 100 different kinds of coconut. I was floored about, pineapples. I got talking about them and now I'm a little confused. So what you want to do when you're using this pineapple wedger, you want to rock the wedge. And we're on a little bit of a higher counter, so it's a little bit more difficult.
Maybe try it.
So hopefully we can do it. If not, I might just slice it off with the knife here. I'm going to just slice it. So it's weird. I don't want to have to change the tripod around, so we're going to do this. So you just take your knife and you actually just go right along the side here and just slice all of that down. You want to make sure that you slice it a little bit further so that you get all of the edges and everything off. Kaitlyn, do you want to do this or do you want me to?
You can do it.
Okay. So we learned so many fun things about pineapples, and let me see, what was one of the things that I wanted to talk to you about? So we are going to use most of the pineapple. So Kaitlyn told you about the crown. What would we do with these things?
You can like cut it up super small or shave it or anything like that. And you can put it as a topping for like ice cream.
Oh, the outside with the spiny things?
Oh, never mind, not that.
These taste weird and they kind of like hurt your teeth. So what would we do with these?
You can like grill them for like extra taste and stuff.
So one of the things that I have been trying to try is to actually put a piece of meat on here, like a chicken breast or ham or something delightful. And you can even wrap like bacon around and throw it on the grill and get some extra flavor. Now what about the center here? What do you do with the core, right? Does everybody just throw that out?
You can actually use the core and put it in as smoothies, and then it'll be like a super good, delicious, refreshing drink. Or you can also use it as like a popper for drinks, and it can add another little flavor.
Like a swizzle stick. So if you have a fruit drink that you're drinking, or a pina colada or something like that, you can put the core right into it and just kind of swizzle it a little around and it'll taste delightful, right? So that's actually where all the nutrients are. So don't be throwing that out. I also had the kernel cutter here. And with the kernel cutter, you can actually rake it across the edges and get more of that delightfulness off too. So if you're gonna buy these, and I mean this was bad because we can't do it, we're too high, But I always have to do it on a lower surface area than where I'm at and just kind of rock the wedge all the way down, okay? And then just scrape this off. I don't know that I want to chew the inside, but we'll do that. So what you can do from this point is just scrape these off. Now what are we going to do with the other pieces of the pineapple, Kaitlyn?
You can do a bunch of different things with the pineapple. You can either just eat it, or you can grill it up on a piece of meat, or you can even put it in a drink or make it as a smoothie or a milkshake or something.
So we are very excited to have our fresh pineapple tonight. So I'm not sure what we're going to be doing with it, but I do have to be honest with you. I have a lot of acid reflux issues, so we learned a fun trick what to do with this, right?
We learned while we were in Hawaii that if you rinse the pineapple, it'll get all the acidic flavor out of it. So it'll be nice and sweet, and it will taste so much better. So then you don't have that sour flavor in your mouth afterwards, and you can just be refreshed and relieved.
And you won't have all that pain either. So if you're like me, you've got that going on all the time, and you can't have any of the amazing tropical flavors that you love. So I just wedged this. We've got it all sliced up, and we're going to rinse it off, and it is going to be delightful. So I hope you learned a thing or two. I'm sure there was something that we forgot to tell you, because we always do. But this is our first time cooking together, and we're very excited to get back in the kitchen